Hello and welcome. This is a part 3 video of edge detection technique. In part 1 and 2 of edge detection video, we have already discussed the first derivative approach to detect the edges, to enhance the edges. Now let us see the effect of second derivative for edge detection technique. Second derivative operator. This is a ramp-like structure of an edge in an image. We have taken the ramp-like structure. As we discussed into the previous video, the edges we will find into the real world images are not a step image. Generally, it is a ramp-like structure. That's why we have taken the example of ramp-like structure of an edge. We already know the first derivative approach for this ramp-like structure. We are taking the magnitude of gradient at each pixel to get the first derivative. So this is the magnitude of the gradient, and we are deciding the threshold, the pixels whose gradient or magnitude of gradient is above the threshold we are considering as a edge pixel. So all the pixels within this A to B range are considered as a edge pixels. So all the pixels we are considering, that's why the edge detected by first derivative may be the thick edge. Now let us see second derivative. We'll again take the derivative of this bell shape to get the second derivative. If we observe this second derivative, at the local maximum of the first derivative, we'll find the zero crossing in the second derivative. Now we'll develop the second derivative equation, and from that we'll develop the mask for the second derivative. The second derivative operator is also known as a Laplacian edge detector. For second derivative, Laplacian filter, second derivative in x direction, second derivative in y direction. So this is a partial differentiation in x direction, partial differentiation in y direction. Now let us take this as a reference. This is our candidate pixel, and these are all the neighbors of this candidate pixel. This is x row and this is y column. So this pixel is fxy. We'll increase the row x plus 1. This one is x minus 1, column, next column y plus 1, previous column y minus 1. So that we can understand the equations clearly. Now, second partial derivative in x direction is, this is our candidate pixel fxy. Then next pixel in x direction plus previous pixel in x direction minus the present pixel. So x plus 1, y as it is, x minus 1 previous pixel, y as it is, because we are taking in x directional partial derivative. That's why here this is fxy, x plus 1 y, x minus 1 y, and minus twice fxy. Similarly, in a y direction, we are taking the next pixel in y direction plus previous pixel in y direction minus the present pixel. So fx y plus 1 plus fx y minus 1, x y plus 1, x y minus 1 minus the present pixel. So this is the partial differentiation second order in x direction, and this is in the y direction. We can combine these equations and we can write this in a combination. Let us develop the mask. We know second order partial differentiation. We developed this equation. So x plus 1 y means z8, x minus 1 y means z2, fxy will write here z5, minus 2 becomes minus 4, fxy plus 1 means z6, and fxy minus 1 means z4. So this is the coefficient we will get at each pixels according to the second order partial differentiation, and this is the mask. The coefficient of z8, z6, z2 and z4 is 1, and the coefficient of z5 is minus 4. So this is the mask for the second order differentiation, or we can say it is a Laplacian operator. When we will convol our image with this mask, it will enhance the edges. We can write this mass like this also. We'll assign the positive weight to the candidate pixel. Only we need to remember that the summation of all the coefficient of the mass should be 0. Sometimes it is desirable to assign the higher weights to the candidate pixel. So like this we can write the another combination of this mass also. Only the thing is the summation of the coefficient should be 0. That means it should be the high pass filtering mass. Then only it will detect the edges, which are the high frequency components. This is also one of the mass or Laplacian operator we can use to detect the edges. This is our second derivative at a pixel in an image, and second derivative cross the zero crossing when it is a edge pixel. That means the Laplacian operator detect the edge when the output of the operator makes the transition through the zero. If it makes the transition through the zero, that means it is a edge pixel. Now we'll take the mod of this one. So magnitude of this second derivative, if you observe this, the magnitude of second derivative produces double edges, this one and this one, at a zero crossing. That means a zero crossing is nothing but the edge pixel. So it will produce the double edges, which is the undesirable result. Now let us see how this Laplacian actually works on an image. This is the image, and if you observe, this intensity are constant here, and this is the another intensity which are constant here. So this constant intensity region should be bypassed by the high pass filtering, that is our Laplacian operator. Now this is the edge. It is a stepped edge. The transition is sharp from intensity 2 to 8, low to higher. So it is a step edge, and we will convol our image, this image, with the Laplacian operator which we have developed. And we all know the convolution process, so directly I will give the result. If you observe this constant intensity means low frequency region, you will get the 0. And at the edge, you will get some non-zero magnitude. And our second order differentiation or Laplacian operator detect the edge at the zero crossing. When there is a zero cross, it will detect it as a edge. If you observe this, plus 6 to minus 6 means it is a zero crossing, and here is our edge. Now what is the edge pixel here? If you observe this here, the zero crossing corresponds to the edge lies halfway between the two center of the pixels. So here the zero crossing doesn't consider any pixel in the image. The edge should be marked at either side of the pixel to the left or right of the edge. So either we can consider these pixels or these pixels, because here this zero crossing is in the halfway of the pixels. Now let us take another image. This is a constant region, and this is the edge. If you observe this, the transition is smooth. It gradually increase the intensity 2, 5, 8. Here direct 2 to 8, that is a step transition. It is a ramp like structure. Again we will convol our image with this Laplacian operator, and this is the result. So here the zero crossing is directly corresponds to the pixel in the image. So here we can easily consider these pixels as a edge pixels, because in Laplacian zero crossing pixels, the pixel at which the zero crossing will appear is the edge pixels. But the image like this, the zero crossing is the halfway of these two pixels. So edge pixels we need to consider by interpolation of pixels either to the left side or right side of this zero crossing. And this is the Laplacian operator, how it works. These Laplacian operators are not generally preferred in machine vision applications. The reason is, the first reason, the magnitude of Laplacian produces double edges, and which is undesirable result. The another and most important reason is the Laplacian is typically not used by itself, as it is very sensitive to the noise. We know that the edges are high frequency components. That's why whatever the mask we developed for the edge detection are the high pass filtering mask, and this Laplacian is one of the high pass filtering masks, and the noise also are the high frequency component in the image. So along with the edges, the noise also get enhanced, and as it is a second derivative, it is more sensitive to the noise than the first derivative or single derivative. To avoid the effect of noise, usually when Laplacian operator is used for the edge detection, it is combined with Laplacian is combined with the smoothing operation, and that smoothing is done by the Gaussian filter. So first we'll filter out the noise, smoothing the noise by convolving our image with the Gaussian filter, and then we'll filter out all the noise like isolated points, small structure present in the image, and then we'll apply Laplacian operator. So Laplacian, and that is known as a Laplacian of Gaussian. The Laplacian of Gaussian, or we can call it as a Mexican hat also. This uses the Gaussian filter for noise removal and the Laplacian for the edge detection. This is the mathematical representation of log, that is the Laplacian of Gaussian. This is our image fxy. First we are convolving our image with the gxy, that is the Gaussian filter, and then whatever the result we will apply the Laplacian operator, second derivative. So by putting the equation of Gaussian filter, we will solve this, and taking the second derivative of that Gaussian, we will get this equation, and from this equation, we can develop the mask. Different masks can be developed. This is one of the masks known as a Mexican hat. Higher weights are assigned to the candidate pixel, and as we move gradually away from the candidate pixel, weight get reduced. So this represent your Mexican hat. It is the shape of hat. The center pixel has a maximum weight. As we move away from the center pixel, the weights get reduced. And this is the, we have plotted this as a image. So center as a bright means maximum weight. So this is known as a Mexican hat. So if we convolve our image with this mask, it will smooth the noise along with the edge detection. Canny edge detector. Canny edge detector is very popular algorithm for edge detection technique. It is the first derivative edge detector coupled with the noise cleaning. The function is same as the Laplacian of Gaussian. The concept is first we will clear the noise by applying the Gaussian filter, and then we will apply the edge detector. Instead of Laplacian, in Canny edge detector, we are applying first derivative. So Gaussian function is first used to smoothen the noise. That means we are convolving our image with the Gaussian filter, and then we will apply the first derivative to detect the edges. In the next video, we are using all the operator like Sobel operator, Laplacian operator, Laplacian of Gaussian operator, and Canny edge detector in OpenCV Python to observe the result of edge detection. That's why I would like to focus here how this Canny detector works in OpenCV Python. The method used in OpenCV for Canny edge detector is cv.canny. In this, first noise reduction. By convolving the image with the Gaussian filter, noise is smoothened. Then we are finding the intensity gradient at every pixel of the image. The pixels which has maximum gradient, local maximum gradient are considered, and other which are non-maximum are suppressed. This hysteresis thresholding is most important. In this step, two thresholds are decided, maximum value and minimum value. The pixel whose gradient is above the maximum value are surely the edge pixels, and whose gradient is below this minimum value are not the edge pixels surely. Now the pixels whose gradient lies within this range, suppose this C, its gradient, this pixel is connected to the pixel which is above the maximum value, so it is surely, we can consider this as a edge pixel, and this pixel B which is not connected to the pixel which are above the maximum value, so we cannot consider this as a edge pixel. And this is all about the different edge detection techniques. Thank you.